So we have a repaired chassis. Put the suspension torque back on last night, which was a bit of a faff because the plates for these bolts got stripped at some point in the past, and I had to free off the bonnet adjusting, what they're called. And I had to free off the bonnet adjusting turnbuckle to be able to get them back together. Anyway, so what I'm going to do now is have a bit of clean up, put the bulkhead back on and do a rough test that everything still fits. Obviously we're not going to be able to do like full panel alignment checks with the car on stands and missing the suspension and the engine, but I want to get an idea if anything's gone horrendously wrong, and then go from there. So, let's go on with it. Okay, well it's on, and the passenger side lines up nicely. However, I'm not getting good alignment at this hole. But this is the side where I took the whole floor off. On the passenger side, I left the part of the original floor in place. So I suspect I've pushed in the bulkhead ever so slightly. And on the mount to the outrigger, there's the rearmost one. I can't quite get the bolt through the hole. However, if we shut the bonnet, it's not immediately perfect, but nothing's bolted down anyway. But it's not a million miles away, and it's something I think I can work with, or we can work with. I don't think there's been any horrendous issues. I'm happy enough to keep going with the chassis and suspension, and then when we've got four-wheeled again and an engine, we can get the doors mounted, get the hood up, and have a full sort of proper fit up of everything to check, and possibly make some adjustments to that driver's floor pan and bulkhead, which I think is what's going to be needed. Okay, I've just done a quick check with. This is what happens if I line up that driver's side front. So I've definitely tipped the front of the bulkhead in, which is annoying, but it can be fixed. So that's off. I think I'm going to nip this up to the NERC and use the blast cabinet there rather than wire brushing. Also, it means I don't need to wear a boiler suit on a hot day. And right now, just do a run through, pop the bushes in here, and check what bolts I've got to order. Got through 2 at least. And then they should be here in time for when this is painted and dried and all that. Actually, before we get into the nice clean stuff, I'm forgetting I have another dirty job to do first, and that's take the hob off of the vertical link so I can check have found that there's quite a bit of play in this trunnion. And I've got another. This is a spare, or second-hand, original one. And there is less play, but there's still some. And I believe a tiny bit is acceptable, but I'm just going to get some replacements because there's no real need. Oh, it's another false economy if we put these back on the car, because I just have to take them off again. Okay, so we had a look at the bulkhead fit, and there's some work needs doing, which I kind of expected. I thought something had gone not quite right, but it's manageable. I can do that. So what I'm going to do now is actually properly clean up the chassis, or half the chassis, and get some paint on that, because that's what we need to be able to do before we can actually move the car around, to be able to check on the other side, and to give better access for dealing with Bulkhead. So let's go with that. So I think I'm going to end this video here. I've shot a reasonable amount of footage of suspension assembly. It's not particularly exciting on its own, and I've been a little delayed working on the Herald because something has come up with the Spitfire. So I am currently trying to get that back on the road, and it's also mobile in the garage, which means working on the Herald is a little bit awkward. Anyway, expect a video about that. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.